Up next on Lion TV, we have Brody Vickery with a story on the Powder Puff volleyball game and a story on a shooter targeting ICE agents.
And me, Chandler Hopper, here to give you your latest updates about our Cersei Lions. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
Good morning, Cersei High. Welcome back to another episode on Lion TV. I'm Abigail Ray.
And I'm Harley Simmons. Today is Wednesday, October 1st, and we hope everyone's having a good day so far. Now let's start with some student announcements.
Any student interested in being the Cersei High boys basketball manager can contact Coach Q at jquattlebaum@cerseischools.org or Coach Brown at cbrown@cerseischools.org. You must include your class schedule with teacher names.
The SHS varsity cheerleaders and line steppers are hosting this year's homecoming dance on Saturday, October 4th at 7 p.m. in the SHS cafeteria. You must be an SHS student to attend. There is no re-entry after entering. The cost is $10 cash or $12 cash up at the door. Concessions will be available to purchase.
The Cersei Wrestling team is hosting a breast cancer fundraiser Power Puff football game on Monday, October 13th at 6 o'clock p.m. At Cersei Lion Stadium. Admission is $5. Each team will be made up of 10 players and will be coached by 2 varsity football players. No cleats allowed, and each team will be in charge of their team jerseys. You can email McKenna Likar at cerseischools.org with any questions.
ASU invites you to PAC Preview, where students can meet academic colleagues, mingle with other prospective students, and learn about Arkansas State University on October 4th. Those who register to attend will receive tickets to attend the football game that follows the program.
Today's dress-up day for homecoming week is Character Day. Dress as your favorite movie or book character. Tomorrow is Throwback Thursday. Dress as any decade, and Friday is Blackout. Dress in all black.
Congratulations to all the following sweethearts that were chosen by their clubs representing them. On Thursday, October 2nd, the homecoming sweethearts and court will meet at 8 a.m. through 10:30 a.m. for practice. You will be excused all day Friday, October 3rd. The escorts also Thursday, October 2nd will meet at 8 a.m. through 9:40 a.m. and will dismiss at 10:20 a.m. on Friday. The homecoming parade starts at 5:20 p.m. and the field ceremony will begin at 6:25 p.m. at the Lion Stadium.
Congratulations to the 2025 homecoming court. Sophomore maid Livy Cook, junior maid Carly Miles, senior maid Addison Murphy, Maid of Honor McKenna Likar, and our homecoming queen Maddie Clennon.
Here at SHS, we have a girls volleyball team, but the boys don't get a chance to play the sport.
Brody Vickery has a story about just how we can get the boys involved in the sport.
2 members of the Cersei volleyball team decided to set up a charity game for boys to play volleyball. And we got an interview with Macy Thompson and William Dobik to give us more information.
So me and my friend Eden Miller, we're seniors on the volleyball team, and we just thought it'd be a good fundraiser. And we've had a few guys in our school that have been wanting to play volleyball. I mean, we don't have a guys volleyball team, so we thought we'd give them a chance to play.
Though they faced some planning struggles, but plenty of people signed up.
Trying to plan everything, getting the form set up and getting it spread out through social media, that was kind of difficult, but once we got it, we got teams to sign up.
My teammates were Joseph, Jackson, Will, DeAndre, Braden Davis, and Jeremiah Goodman, a couple other people. I was against Cameron's team. I'm not sure the name of it, but I was watching out for Jacob's team. They seemed like they would be good. It had Lawson, Brennan, a couple other people.
Everyone involved on the game was very excited and had plenty of fun.
I'm so excited. I've heard so many friends that are wanting to come. It's going to be so much fun. I'm excited.
It seemed like it would be fun. I kind of just signed up for it just out of nowhere, out of the blue. But I enjoyed it. It was pretty fun.
The Power Puff game is usually an annual football event, but this was the first time they had a volleyball event.
We kind of just took it from Powder Puff football from last year when all the girls played football, so we kind of just took it from that.
The Powder Puff volleyball game was fun to watch. Make sure to check out the Powerpuff football game on October 13th.
Thank you, Brody. If you're interested in learning how football works, then join the team on Monday the 13th to support the breast cancer fundraiser.
The Fisher House Foundation is set to dedicate its 101st location in Little Rock, providing a home away from home for military and veteran families while their loved ones receive medical care. Fisher House CEO Ken Fisher explained the choice of Little Rock, citing and city's significant veteran population of 178,000 as a clear indicator of need. The new facility located at the McLennan Memorial VA will accommodate 16 families at a time, offering them free lodging during hospital stays. Fisher emphasized the importance of this support system that forms within these homes, where families share both joys and sorrows, alleviating financial burdens and stress. The ribbon-cutting ceremony was scheduled on Friday, September 26, marking the official opening of this vital resource for the community.
A shooter named Joshua Hahn opened fire from a nearby roof on the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement located in Dallas, killing one detainee and wounding 2 others before taking his own life. President Donald Trump said he'd been briefed on the shooting and that the deranged shooter wrote anti-ICE on his shell casings. The exact motivation of the attack was not immediately known, and no ICE agents were reported killed or wounded. The attack is the latest public targeted killing in the U.S. and comes to 2 weeks after the conservative leader Charlie Kirk was killed in Utah by a rifle welding shooter on the roof.
The National Park Service is preparing for a possible government shutdown that is to happen today if Congress doesn't approve funding to keep the government running. New details are still to come on the Interior Department's website, but contingency plans published last year shed a light on what travelers can expect. Operations would continue until the following Monday if the shutdown starts over a weekend. Park superintendents could decide if previously scheduled special events and activities authorized by special use permits could go on. If no, then NPS personnel are needed for monitoring them. Additionally, certain activities would continue, like law enforcement and emergency response.
It's starting to get colder outside.
Yes, it has. Let's send it over to Liz Cochran with all our weather updates.
Good morning, Searcy High. I'm Liz Cochran. Let's get right into those weather updates. Today will be a high of 90 degrees, mostly sunny, with rain at 4% chance, winds northeast at 7 miles per hour, and your humidity is 54%, and your sun rose at 7:02 a.m. On to tonight. Tonight will be a low of 65, partly cloudy with a rain at 6%, winds northeast 4 miles per hour, humidity is 80%, and your sun will set at 6:50 p.m. On to the almanac. Last 7 days average high has been 90 degrees with a low of 58. Your monthly average of precipitation is 0, and your month to date is also 0. On to the 5cast. Thursday will be partly cloudy with a high of 89, a low of 63, and a 15% chance of rain. Friday will be sunny with a high of 87 and a low of 58 with a 5% chance of rain. Saturday will be sunny with a high of 87, low of 60, and a 5% chance of rain. Sunday will be mostly sunny with a high of 89, a low of 64, and a 5% chance of rain. And Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 86, a low of 65, and a 20% chance of rain. Looks like it's not cooling down anytime soon, Cersei. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks, Liz. All this weather talk is making me hungry. Do you know what's for lunch today, Abby?
I do. Today for lunch we'll be having spaghetti and meatballs with marinara, classic cheese pizza, pepperoni and cheese calzone, hot chicken and black bean rice bowl, seasoned beef taco meat, classic cheeseburgers, seasoned crinkle cut, fries, and milk.
That sounds amazing. Please be sure to thank all of our lunch ladies for what they do for us.
Hey Harley, our Lions football team played a good game last Friday.
That's right, Abby. Chandler Hopper has some updates for our big win.
Happy Wednesday, Cersei High. I'm Chandler Hopper, and let's dive right into some sports announcements for today. The Lions return from their bye week in dominant fashion, taking down the Whitehall Bulldogs 50-7 on Friday night. Kobe White opened the game with a rushing touchdown and a 2-point conversion, followed by DeAndre Shockley's rushing score and a pick six to put the Lions up 22-0. Quarterback Jacob Miles added a rushing touchdown before connecting with Bryson Thompson on a 50-yard strike just before halftime, giving the Lions a 36-0 lead at the break. The Lions scored quickly to start the second half and added another touchdown in the fourth quarter to stretch the lead to 50-0. Whitehall avoided the shutout with a late score, but the Lions cruised to victory, proving to a 4-0 overall record and a 1-0 record in conference. The Lady Lions volleyball played Nettleton Thursday and were able to bounce back from the tough loss to Marion, winning 3-0 against the Nettleton Raiders, improving the record to 5-10. They played yesterday against Truman, and we'll have the scores and updates in the next show. In national news, the Arkansas Razorbacks were humiliated at home by the Notre Dame Fighting Irish 56-13 for their third loss of the season. After the game, a decision was made to fire head coach Sam Pittman, making offensive coordinator Bobby Petrino the interim head coach. Pittman had a record barely below 500 at Arkansas with 32-34, but one key factor into this decision was that he was 7-19 in one-score games, making it show he cannot get it done in the last seconds. Arkansas's past two games were one-score losses, including the embarrassing loss to Memphis on the road. The Dallas Cowboys and Green Bay Packers put on a thriller Sunday night, ending in a rare 40-40 tie after overtime. Former Cowboy players Micah Parsons made his return in a Packers uniform, adding extra drama to an already intense matchup. Dak Prescott threw for 319 yards and 3 touchdowns, while Jordan Love nearly matched him with 337 yards and 3 scores of his own. The game was back and forth all night, with both teams trading touchdowns in a wild stretch that kept fans on edge. In overtime, both sides managed a field goal, but neither could break through again, leaving the game knotted up when the clock ran out. Rookie quarterback Jackson Dart made quite the first impression in his NFL debut, leading the New York Giants to a 21-18 win over the Chargers. He showed poise beyond his years, throwing for 111 yards and a touchdown while also rushing for 54 yards, including a 15-yard touchdown. The Giants' defense stepped up too, coming away with 2 clutch interceptions to help seal the victory. The game stayed close down the stretch, but Dart's energy and confidence seemed to spark his teammates. For Giants fans, it felt like the start of a promising new era with their young quarterback at the helm. The Dolphins put out a 27-21 win over the Jets, but the night was clouded by a tough injury to star wideout Tyreek Hill. Hill went down in the third quarter with a knee injury and had to be carted off, leaving Miami fans holding their breath. Later reports confirmed torn ligaments, including his ACL, which likely ends his season. Even so, Tyreek Hill tried to lift spirits, waving to the crowd and encouraging his teammates before heading to the locker room. The Dolphins railed in his absence, finishing strong to grab the divisional win. But the loss of Hill will be felt all year. That's all the sports updates I have for you, Cersei. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks, Chandler. Be sure to come out Friday night and support our Lions at the big homecoming game.
Well, that's all the time we have for you today, Cersei. Don't forget to subscribe at our YouTube channel at Cersei High Lion TV.
And to follow us on X at Lion TV, Instagram at Cersei Lion TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Abigail Ray.
And I'm Harley Simmons. See you on Friday, Cersei.